Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and welcome back to another Money Making Monday. Real sales by real sellers like you. This is a health and beauty edition. The date of this recording is October 23rd, 2019. The sales in this video come from my Facebook group, where every Monday we have a thread where sellers post what they found, where they found it, how much they paid for it, how much they sold it for, and other interesting information that we can all learn from. So let's get started going through these. Jenny bought these denture repair kits at a store closing. She paid $1.20 for all three, listed for less than a week, and immediately sold when she started a 30% off sale. And her comment was, denture repair kits, who would have thought? And I know some of you have commented that you don't really care about the sales that are less than $20, or you only really want to see the big sales. But I'm here to tell you, based on my experience, everything adds up. And yes, you have to make choices about how you want to spend your time and what you want to list, but stuff like this that you find super cheap, it's easy to photograph, it's easy to ship, and she flipped it and made money on it. So the bottom line is it's your business. You can do whatever you want. And there are plenty of people out there that are totally on board with doing the lower priced items, because if you watch my sales update videos, you'll see that the little things do add up over time. So that's my speech on the lower price items. Okay, moving on, we've got Ginger. Bought this Wen cleansing conditioner for 50 cents at a church garage sale on Saturday, sold in one day for full asking price of $32.99. This is one of the items on my bolo playlist, meaning items that are good sellers that people are finding now that are easy to spot in thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales. And if you have not checked out this playlist, I've got the link below, but it's organized in order of type of items. We've got clothing at the top, and then it goes into shoes, and then toys and plush, kitchen items, collectibles, pottery, on down into all kind of miscellaneous items. So this is where I'm putting together these bolo type items that you can learn about, and I do delete items from this list once they become outdated and they're not good anymore. So my goal is to get up to 100 items, and I am still pursuing that goal, but as things fall off and are no longer profitable, as the millennials say, that's not a thing anymore, I remove it so that you can stay current. So check that out if you have not already. Okay, we've got Catherine, and she paid $1 for this Tame conditioning cream rinse. She sold it for $24.99 plus shipping. It took about 6 months. And Catherine is one to watch. I have known her for probably 10 years. We kind of met online in the eBay community space, and we learned Amazon together, and she is very good at finding things like this at places all around where she lives that you wouldn't even think to look for products like this. So she's very good at the health and beauty stuff. So if you're in my Facebook group and you see her posting, pay attention to her, because she's really smart. She does things in a creative way, and she's always finding these kind of vintage health and beauty items that she sells for a great price. Okay, Lisa purchased this at an estate sale for $5, sold in 3 months for $45.95 plus shipping while she was on vacation. This is a lot of hotel toiletries. So you can see there it's just 5 little bottles of lotions, shampoo, mouthwash, and a little bar of soap. And I'm delving into this niche as well, and I've had success selling these kinds of things for military care packages or people who just want the designer, I call them designer, bath and body stuff. They don't want to buy the great big size because it's so expensive, so they'll buy a little set of the hotel size toiletries. So, if you see these at estate sales, thrift stores bundled up together, and you haven't experimented, I encourage you to, because if it doesn't sell, you can always use it yourself. And usually the investment is very small. So she only paid $5 for this and flipped it for $45.95. Okay, this is like a lot of commentary, so I will cut back on that. Okay, we've got Tammy who paid $1 for this, and a soap lot at a thrift store sold in a week for $35.99 with free shipping. We've got another Toiletries lot here that sold for a great price. And Tammy, I can't believe it's been 2 years since we came up to Ohio and did that workshop there and actually got to meet you. So, wow, time really flies. Okay, we've got Nicole. She paid 50 cents for this Victoria's Secret Pear Glacé Body Mist Fragrance Spray. Took a month to sell, and I think this one's discontinued. I remember finding this a couple of years ago and selling it for between $25 and $35. So those discontinued Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, any of the fragrances, uh, those stores do that by design. They will launch some new fragrances and then they're only available for a limited time, and then they do something else. So it's a constant turnover. And when these fragrances or scents are discontinued, that creates a higher demand because they're not being made anymore. So another reason to experiment with this category is a lot of this stuff is discontinued, which makes it even more valuable. Luann paid $2 at an estate sale, sold for $39.99 plus shipping. This is some Jovan Musk Oil Dusting Powder. Janae paid $2 at Goodwill for this Avon Women's Cologne. Sold it in one day for $28. And that's just a beautiful bottle. That's why I chose it for the cover image. I just thought that was so pretty. Keep in mind that when shipping fragrances, you can only ship them ground, parcel select. You cannot ship air, which is priority, or first class, and no international because it's hazmat, it's flammable, can't go on a plane. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Laura paid $3 for this at a yard sale, sold for full asking price within a few days. This is a vintage perfume. $3, sold for $39.99, and you can see it's pretty full there. Maybe a few sprays have been used, but mostly full. Okay, Ginger again. She bought this at Goodwill for $1, sold in 2 weeks for $41.99 with free shipping. This is a lot of L'Oreal cream conditioning treatment. Looks like it might have come out of a box of hair color. Maybe somebody bought a bunch of these hair colors and just didn't use the conditioners and stockpiled them and then donated them. It doesn't look like these would be sold individually on their own. So $1 for this lot, sold for $41.99 for some hair conditioner. Okay, Luann again. She bought these for $4 each at an estate sale. Took a best offer of $84.99 plus shipping. Took less than 2 weeks to sell. This is Bacchus, the man's cologne, and aftershave. So she put them together in a set. Her investment was $8. Sold it for $84.99. We've got another Wen product. Kim picked up 12 of these Wen conditioners at the Goodwill. Sold 2 for $51.30, paid $2.15 each. So again, this is one of those things that's out there that people are finding. We've already seen it twice in this video. Wen by Chaz Dean, any of those products sell very well. Okay, Tina bought from the bins for $2. older, new in package shaving blades sold for $35 in about 3 weeks. And this is a lot of twin blade razor cartridges, a lot of 14. Okay, Luann, again, she does well at estate sales. She paid $4 for this Gloria Vanderbilt dusting powder, sold it for $54.99 plus tax, took 3 weeks to sell. Another shaving product, Janae paid $3 at a thrift store for this Chic Tracer refill, blades, and the razor. Sold it for $70. Okay, if you're not looking at this, look again. $3 for this, sold it for $70. It is a razor and some blades. So maybe this is discontinued and somebody really wanted it, so you just never know. Sherry paid $3.99 for this, sold it for $40 plus shipping in 8 days, and this is another fragrance set. $3.99 and sold it for $40 in 8 days. Brian bought 9 of these for $1 each at a garage sale, decided to sell in lots of 3, sold the first one for $39.99 in about a month. Some Gillette Good News razors. Vintage 1994. So it makes you wonder, like, what's the difference between disposable razors they're making now and the ones they made in 1994? What's the difference? Or this could be something that's going to be used for a prop in a movie or TV show that takes place during that time. Who knows? If anybody knows the difference in disposable razors from then to now, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, Charlene paid $3 at Goodwill, sold in a week. Mentadent whitening baking soda refill, and this sold for $29.95. She paid $3 for it. Okay, Ginger is still working on her Burt's Bees lot. This buyer bought 2 sets of 6 for best offer of $30. My cost was probably 25 cents. I have hundreds left from my $20 purchase at a church garage sale a couple of months ago. So yeah, I keep updating you guys on Ginger's sales here because she bought a huge amount of these Burt's Bees products for $20, and she's just consistently, methodically selling them off a little bit at a time, but for great money. So if you see something like that at church sale, garage sale, thrift store, it's often worth paying for a whole bunch of them because then you can set up these listings and do quantities, and it's very easy. Melissa paid $4.98 for all 3 as part of my wholesale box purchase. Sold for $27.89 in a couple of weeks. This is some L'Oreal hair color, a lot of 3. Eileen paid $5 for this at a yard sale, sold for full asking price of $24.59 plus shipping, took 4 months to sell. It is some fragrance body cream from Bath and Body Works, so probably another one that's either hard to find or discontinued. Luann paid $4 for this at an estate sale. This was the last one of 3 I purchased at that sale. Sold for $54.99 plus shipping. This is some more of the Gloria Vanderbilt dusting powder. Melissa paid about $6.80 for all 4 in a wholesale box. Sold for $23.24 in about a month. This is a different set of hair color. Janine found 2 of these nearly new behind the counter at Goodwill for $1.99 each. I think it was a direct marketing company that went out of business. Couldn't find much on them except comps were in the $40 to $50 range. Sold within a week for $42 each plus shipping. And I'm not even going to tackle that name, but it is a conditioner. So she paid $1.99, sold this one for $42. And the takeaway here is if it looks weird and you've never heard of it, check it out because this turned out to be very profitable for her. Tiffany purchased this for $4 at an estate sale last week, sold on best offer of $69 in a few days. And this is the vintage Cachet Prince Machiavelli perfume. I remember that commercial.
Cachet is me.
Cachet by Prince Machiavelli, as individual as you are.
And that's just fun to say. Cachet Prince Machiavelli. Okay, Eileen again. She paid $15.25 at Goodwill for this partially used vintage men's cologne. Didn't realize it wasn't full until I got it home. Sold for full asking price of $34.99 plus shipping. So that's going to happen sometimes. You're not going to realize that some of these things are defective, partially used, whatever it is, till you get home. But she still came out ahead on that. So maybe she wouldn't have paid that full $15 for this if she knew it wasn't full. But, that happens, and you just move on. Things are going to happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get it up for sale, get what you can get, and keep going. Miraf found this at an estate sale, part of a lot, paid 81 cents for it, sold in a couple of months for best offer of $40. This is Elizabeth Arden Body Transforming Moisturizer. 81 cents, sold it for $40. And it went to Canada, so there's another plug for international shipping. Okay, so this was a little bit shorter than normal. I hope you got some good information from this. Stay tuned for more Money Making Monday themed videos. Thanks for watching, and have a profitable and productive day on eBay. Bye.